For artists only, for artists only, only. Hey, Creative Collective, it's time for Artists Only Tarot. We had our little friend Auntie show up today in the morning charms read, and let me tell you, I gave Auntie a piece of watermelon because he does not need any more candy. Anyway, let's see. We got an Auntie message, so we're going to see what it is. Auntie messages are usually food led, and just for you, a little reminder that tarot is only here to confirm your intuition. And yeah, so if it doesn't resonate, guys, I mean, this is artist only tarot. This is extremely advanced. We're doing things that I can't even tell you about. So I know you know that these energies, most of them are very ancient and therefore very new. So we're going to delve into the realm of the unknown. Let's see here. Get more of the board. And let's see what kind of food Auntie speaks to us through our stomach. And we did have sacral chakra this morning in the bowl, too. All right, Spirit. What is up? We are listening. Ooh. Oh, the sun. Yay. Auntie wants to tell us about the sun. Okay, buddy. What about the sun, homie? Let's just do one card. All right, let's see. This is the everyday. Oh, this is the everyday enlightenment tarot. And I like it because it is very everyday, but it has a lot of magic in it. And I think we're just going to cut the deck. King of Blades, Page of Coins, Queen of Cups. Because this is a big deck. Like, this deck is... Okay, so the sun is out. Maybe we should get one more card. I don't know. We'll see if we need one. We'll see. We'll see, collective. Something about the mushrooms again. And the orange peel. I saw that at the top of the bowl this morning. Is it still there? There was a lot of orange in the bowl, guys. Like, it was. Here it is. Let's see. Do we... Oh, here, yeah. Here's the orange segment. And here's the other segment. And here's the other segment. Okay, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, there's oranges here. We keep getting these three. Oranges mean all kinds of different things, like really good things, and then also just like, I honestly, like, it's like fortune, wealth. So oranges and health too. Some King of Blades. Something about proof of price, but also maybe remembering a job you had when you were a child. Oh, you know what? We did get told we were going to have to remember a childhood memory today from the charms. Let me see if I can find those. Sorry, collective. I bonk and bump everything because I am a notorious klutz. Notorious klutz. Yeah, and the watch. There you go. Yeah, we were going to have a childhood memory today. Let's see here. And the watch. And then the camera. Okay. What is going on? The King of Blades. You're remembering something from your childhood. This guy, it's helping others remember too. It's evidence. Yeah, childhood. Maybe a job you had now that you're a barrister of the Queen's Court. But you weren't always a barrister of the Queen's Court. You used to do small jobs. You're one of those good kids. I was one of those good kids too. see here. This is a good memory. This is not necessarily about the female archetype of the Queen of Cups. I think this is a softening of something in your memory. Games, your pets, and maybe even just the fairies and angels too. And it's warming you up in this like gray world. Yeah, people get seasonal depression disorder, so watch out for that too. It could be a little warning. Keep on the sunny side, but I think that you are having a memory. And see how the dog is looking at her hand, and then there's the hand again. Maybe this is you getting offered a job by the Queen of Cups. Hands, hands, hands. Yeah, you're having, this is a sweet memory. It's a gold memory, and there's some reason Auntie wants you to remember this. Maybe you're having a hard time becoming a beginner again. I used to get stuck on becoming a beginner again. And in fact, as all of us artists know, especially if you take on a new discipline, there's going to be time where you're going to have to relearn everything and say, I don't know, and make mistakes and be okay with looking not professional. A lot of people get stunted in their lives just because they don't want to be seen as they're struggling, which is just crazy because it's your dream, right? Yeah, there's something about you needing to remember before you got this grand position. What is on this guy's shirt? A fly? Fly on the wall? All right, let's see if we can get some archetypes here. This is the archetype cards. And I don't know if this is going to sink us or we're going to do well, but let's try it. Visionary. Yeah, you need to have a vision of when you need to remember when you were a kid. And look, it's orange too, you guys. You need to have visions and remember when you were a child. Because maybe you've gotten too haughty. Maybe you are wearing a mask and maybe you want to come off more authentic. Definitely go into your child self if you want to be more authentic. And I don't mean in an immature way. I mean in a playful way. And do it around people it's safe to do that around. Because a lot of serious people don't have, they don't have people around to be playful with. Yeah, you have to do this in service of your cause. Wow, this is a big deal. This is the main card for me, though. Visionary, Fool, and a Martyr. This also reminds me of Jack. Now, Jack, let me see, where's Jack? Jack is here to test your authenticity. So maybe you are on the Jack trials. Jack will hold a mirror up to you and you'll say, I am divine, or I am blah, blah, blah. And Jack will either say, well, justice will weigh you and you'll either be found a joke, a fool, or you will be found, a visionary. And this trial is very difficult because you have to face yourself. It's a mirror challenge. And you will not pass it if you are in a mask energy. You won't. So it's really helpful to, at least for me, I found, not that I'm saying that I passed the Jack trial, but Jack's still here. So I'm feeling like I'm doing all right. If you can't laugh at yourself, if you can't be playful and stuff, you're never going to make it. And not everyone gets there by the playful way. I mean, the way of the lonely masters, like every master has their own thing, but I feel like where you want to go to the sweetness, you're going to have to deal with some childhood stuff, guys. There's something about you being embarrassed maybe about working, which you should never be embarrassed about. All right, let's see what Jack has to say since the Joker's here. And then there were 2 moons with the Jack charm that I pulled last week. What's up, Jackie boy? Somebody's on the trial. Let's see. Yeah, he's on trial. Oh, independence. Somebody you want to sit at the table. You want to sit at the table alone and be confident and independent and happy. And that's why you need this emotional softening. Let's see, one more card, Jack. Confirmation. Confirmation. I don't know what it could be. It could be anything. Yeah, the magician. Yes, this is how you work this magic. Okay. How you work this magic is you absolutely must get back into this play mode. You have to go back in this time where you felt ashamed, which, by the way, how ridiculous. You should be proud of yourself for working your way up. I don't know who you're around right now, but there are obviously people you can't play in front of if this is the energy. And I'm not blaming your environment, but sometimes our attitudes can cultivate a certain type of environment. And you have work to do. That's maybe why I keep seeing hands. You have work to do. This is how you wield that magic. If you want to pass it, let me see. What's the other way to go? If you don't want to go into childhood stuff, what's the other option? I feel like get curious about like any kind of art that you've ever wanted to do. If you wanted to jog, if you wanted to, anything you've ever wanted to do, you have to, and you didn't do it, you have to bust yourself down to the beginner. And I remember when I first started swimming, I always wanted to swim. I was a great swimmer. I was a lifeguard when I was a kid, and I never swam laps. And I had to start over and learn how to swim again. And it was difficult, but it could be something just as simple as that. You don't have to go into childhood regression, deep stuff, but let's see, confirmation. Yeah. Page of Cups. It's at the bottom. 7 of Wands. Yeah, you have to be a beginner again. Page of Cups, Page of Coins. Yeah, learn to be a beginner again in something. If you don't want to dive in your childhood stuff, I guarantee you, though, if you don't dive into the childhood stuff, it's all around you right now. Even if you think you're aware of it, it's all around you. I promise you, problems, you can become like what I call nose blind to your own problems. But yeah, this is the advice to wield this magic. Thank you, Auntie, for this lovely sunshine message. I feel like you're going to have a great outcome, collective, because I'm seeing a lot of yellow here. It's all about your confidence, too, and that might be why we're seeing sacral chakra signs. So Jack wants you to pass this test, too, guys, because Jack needs more people. There's not enough. All right. Anything else? All right. No. All right, I'm going to close this portal. Artist Only Tarot. Hit subscribe. Thank you all to the new subscribers. I'm ever so grateful. And we'll do a countdown of when I get my nails done. It's going to be a while. I'm going to need at least 100 subscribers before I even talk about having these little nubs cleaned and cared for. Yes, we're going to make a contest out of it, ladies and gentlemen. We are. All right, I close this portal. 14:14 on the clock. I hope it helps.